I told you 90% of politicians are not contributing to.
Sorry, my guy. I definitely would not believe you. The reason I wouldn't believe you is because I think it's more like 75% of politicians are not doing anything for any of us. And that stat's made up as well. But the truth is, we see them go in these hearings every single day. They spend hours upon hours in these congressional hearings doing all this stuff, but we never get any results from it. They go in there, they complain, and they complain, and they bicker, and they fight. And at the end of the day, they leave and nothing gets done. And if something does get done, it's going to get done by the people who control the House and the Senate. So it doesn't really matter if they bring them in and they have this conversation. Everybody in there has their mind made up before they come in and talk to anybody. And if you think I'm wrong, fine. But I totally disagree. Look at all these impeachment hearings. Every single impeachment hearing, they come in, they talk, they do this, they do that, and then nothing happens because the politicians already have their mind made up. With all that being said, RFK is one of the only people talking about housing and trying to get people into these homes. Like this one I'm doing a final walkthrough on right now. Affordable homes are impossible to find. And when you do find one, they're not quite as affordable as they used to be because, yeah, the price is up and the interest rates are up. We got lucky and locked this in at about 6.5%. Yeah, I said lucky. But the housing market is just a small portion. It's going to only affect a small portion of the voters. They're hitting the big portions of the voters, talking about abortion, immigration, all the things that are going to trigger people so that they can try and win them over. You want to talk about affordable housing, you're only going to hit a small segment of the voters. So therefore, we're not hearing a lot of people talk about it. But I do like to hear, RFK, thank you, my guy, for coming up with a pretty decent idea. Now, there's going to be a lot that will go into it that they have to check and make sure, blah, blah, blah. But at least he's talking about it, and he is the only one talking about it. So with that, Tanner, you're right, dude. 9% is low, but at the end of the day, politicians really aren't looking out for our best interest. I can't say all of them because that's like saying all realtors suck, because not all of them do, but it does feel like that, I think, for a lot of Americans. Rant over. House looks good. Going to closing.